A Florida drunk driver told the police she was following her GPS down the staircase. A Florida lady put her house for sale along with her recently rehabbed ex-husband. A Florida mother stopped feeding her baby because it was annoying. Tropicana introduces a cereal specifically made for orange juice. And a Florida couple called the authorities after a gator broke into their garage and drank all their soda. These are the weird stories for Friday on Weird AF News, and they're all from the state of Florida. That's right, guys, because on Friday, Weird AF News only does weird news from the state of Florida. It's Florida Fridays, Weird AF News. I'm Jonesy. Let's do it. A Florida woman tells the police that she was simply following her GPS down the staircase. A 26-year-old Tampa, Florida lady drove her SUV through a police pedestrian plaza and then down a flight of stairs. The Florida woman said she was just following her GPS instructions. I'm just following what the GPS tells me to do. I'm just driving through this school. Yeah. I realize I'm driving through a playground, but I'm just trying to obey the GPS. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I think I drove over some children. Well, my GPS said to do it this way. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I'm a real obeyer in the world. I do what I'm told. I sure am. But all right, did I just drive through your classroom? Well, I don't know. I'm just doing what I was told. Of course, the Florida police are pretty savvy. They didn't buy the woman's claim. They said that the reason wasn't that she was following her GPS. The reason was her blood alcohol level was excessive. Pretty excessive. And that's what led to the unusual crash. Oh, you can bet on a Florida lady's blood alcohol level being excessive. Especially when you look at the photo of where her SUV drove. It's absolutely amazing. You should Google this. She's driving right down the stairs. You got to really screw up to end up in this situation. Now, the police say that the lady, who appeared to be in a Toyota Highlander SUV, drove through the police department garage. She drove it through the police department garage. It wasn't some random garage. The police, are present. She then drove across a pedestrian plaza. Boy, how many pedestrians did she run over? And then it says she drove it down the stairs, but I'm looking at it. She attempted to drive down the stairs, but she only got about 2/3 of the truck down the stairs. We have a quote from the local police who said, "We are very fortunate that this woman didn't strike anybody, and this ended with just a small amount of property damage. Please don't drink and drive, everybody. Please don't drink and drive." And I agree. You should not drink and drive. You also should not Florida and drive, whatever that means to you. A Florida woman is selling her home along with her ex-husband, who has been recently rehabbed. Oh, it sounds like quite a deal. Our Florida woman, Crystal, is offering buyers a one-of-a-kind bargain while she's advertising her home. If the new tenant agrees to retain her ex-husband, Richard, she will reduce the property's listed price. People frequently try to get rid of outdated items, as you know, such as furniture and ornamental pieces while moving to a new home. They'll have yard sales, garage sales. One lady in Florida, on the other hand, is getting rid of a lot more than just furniture. She and her ex-husband have listed their home for sale. Crystal Ball, age 43. Crystal Ball, that's her name. It's wonderful. She's put one of her homes in the Panama City Beach neighborhood on the market for $700,000. According to the Post, her home has a pool, a hot tub, 3 bedrooms, other luxuries, including her ex-husband, 54-year-old Richard Chailu. Crystal and Richard had been dating for several years until splitting up lately. They did, however, divorce on some good terms, and they co-parent their boys while simultaneously running companies together. Oh, pretty good, nice people. Crystal is offering the buyers a one-of-a-kind bargain. If you agree to retain Richard, the ex, she's going to reduce the price. Crystal refers to Richard as a, quote, wonderfully rehabbed ex-husband. She's put some photos of him. While demonstrating the vast property, Richard can be seen flexing his biceps in the photos, also posing with a plush white tiger. Crystal stated that if the buyer decides to keep Richard, he will be of some use to them. Crystal said in her listing, quote, "This ideal man in the kitchen is a personal chef and server, dishing up amazing dishes." She went on to describe Richard's big ears, which will detect any creaks and will lubricate the fasteners. Furthermore, his big Italian nose will smell out any scents, will dispose of the trash on time. Furthermore, Richard's unrivaled strength will aid with the removal of the hot tub cover if you need such things. So if you guys are interested in moving to Florida, there's a wonderful deal here. I'll post a link to the listing. And along with the home comes this lovely Florida man with biceps who apparently can cook. And that's pretty good. It doesn't say what he can cook. I'm going to assume food and meth, because he's a Florida man. A Florida woman stopped feeding her baby because it was so annoying. Investigators in Florida arrested a very young mother on child neglect charges and said that her 8-month-old baby has been suffering some neglect since the day of his birth. Haley Kent is age 21. Oh, too young. When babies have babies, guys, this is what you get. So the doctors at Wolfson Children's Hospital in Jacksonville had to treat her child for some life-threatening injuries, very sadly. According to the Baker County Sheriff's Office, the boy's grandmother took the child to the hospital. Doctors said the child was gravely ill due to starvation. At 8 months old, the baby had the average weight of a 2-month-old. Malnourishment. In addition to that, the sheriff's office said the baby had previously suffered a fracture of the skull as well. Investigators said Haley did not visit the hospital or cooperate with the Department of Children and Families. After her arrest, she told the deputies that she sometimes felt extremely annoyed over the way that her baby needed to be fed. So she stopped doing it. Oh, I just love that. Oh, it's so annoying that my baby needs to eat to stay alive. Oh, let me get this straight. You have to feed this thing every day? No way. I didn't know that when I agreed to have a baby. Every day you gotta feed this thing? Oh, wow, this is a lot of work. Three times a day? No. Come on now. This thing eats 3 times a day? You can't be serious. That's way more than the dog I used to have. Oh, don't tell me I have to clothe it as well. I have to put clothes on this baby? For how long? Just a weekend? Its whole life? I gotta clothe this baby all the time? I didn't know that either. This is absolutely outrageous, and I didn't sign up for this. What else? You're gonna tell me that I have to find a safe place for this baby to sleep as well? Like, really? I do? I gotta provide a roof over this baby's head, provide a safe place for it to sleep? Come on. No, I can't just leave it in the yard? You're kidding me. This is too much work, man. I'm just gonna order a sex doll. A Florida orange juice company just introduced a cereal specifically made for orange juice. This was just in time for National Orange Juice Day. Do you guys know about National Orange Juice Day? It was Wednesday, May 4th. Big deal in Florida, where a lot of oranges grow. A Florida-based company called Tropicana, you may have heard of it, big orange juice company. They introduced a new breakfast product that might make some people cheer and others gag. Tropicana said it was going to create an unforgettable breakfast experience for National Orange Juice Day. They introduced Tropicana Crunch, a honey almond breakfast cereal specifically made so that orange juice is used instead of milk. That sounds gross. Let's find out some more information, though. Let's not prejudge. The cereal box features a smiling orange holding a spoon and orange juice being poured into a bowl of almond cereal. Each box also comes with a paper straw. Oh, so you can save the turtles. Here's a quote from Tropicana. Because whether you hate it or you love it, you won't know until you try it. It may not be for everyone, but it could be for you. No, Tropicana, we've all tried it before. We've accidentally put orange juice in our cereal. Haven't we? I've done it. I'm pretty sure you guys have tried that as well. You're groggy in the morning, you get out your cereal, right? And then you go to the fridge, you get out orange juice because you're going to pour it in a glass. You get out the milk because you're supposed to pour it in the cereal. Instead, you're not quite awake. Maybe you took an Ambient the night before and you're still not really operating in space correctly. You grab the OJ, you pour it into the cereal by mistake. You grab the milk, you pour that into your glass. You've been there, right? I assume you've done this. I've done it. Am I the only one that's acted like an idiot in the morning? And then I bet you're going to say I'm the only one that then tried the cereal that I had just poured orange juice into. Right? Just me? You guys weren't curious? Yeah, I tried it. Tastes awful. Terrible idea. This Tropicana cereal is a bad idea. That's just my opinion. Cereal was not made for orange juice. It was made for milk. And let me tell you something. It was made for whole milk. I'm not talking about this soy stuff. None of this almond crap. I don't want to hear it with the oat milk. It's whole milk, baby. Whole milk. Now, Tropicana hasn't said whether or not this cereal's release will be temporary or full-time forever. I'm going to tell you right now, this is just going to be temporary because it's gross. You like podcasts? You're listening to my podcast. Maybe you thought to yourself, I'd like to make a podcast. Too difficult. No, not with Anchor. Anchor has free creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. Anchor distributes your podcast to Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. They have advertising integration, so you can even make a little money off your podcast. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your creation. Good luck with your life, man. An alligator broke into a Florida family's garage and started chugging Diet Cokes because alligators everywhere. This is an alligator story. Haven't done one in a while. An unwanted reptile guest helped itself to one Florida family's stash of soft drinks after breaking into their garage. Karen and Jamie Dobson were at their Collier County home watching some television on a Wednesday night. Just catching some reality TV. They heard a loud crash. It was so loud, in fact, that they initially assumed that it might have been a car crash. The crash was so big, like wicked. That was Karen. It was wicked big. What they found after checking the garage was something that the Chicago natives were far from accustomed to. I opened the garage door about a quarter way, and then I peeked my head in. I peeked my head right in that garage door, and there's an alligator. Very quickly, I closed the door, and I said, Jamie, we got an alligator in our garage. This is something coming from the Midwest we really haven't experienced before, An alligator drinking your soda. I've never seen it before, really. The 8-foot reptile was quick to notice that it had been spotted by the humans. It reportedly began to back away from the Diet Coke, back away from the couple, and flash its big teeth. That's when the Dobsons took action. They called a local wrangler known as Ray the Trapper. They called Ray the Trapper. Insert Ray the Trapper's commercial. Hey, if you guys got a gator in your garage drinking all your soda, well, call Ray the Trapper. You find an alligator in your pool? Call Ray the Trapper. Did an alligator just carjack your little Miata? Call Ray the Trapper. Ray the Trapper will wrangle that alligator lickety-split. Ray the Trapper. Call now for cheap summer rates. Well, Ray the Trapper was able to get the situation under control, as you know Ray the Trapper would. He's Ray the Trapper. Of course he's going to wrangle this gator. Even though it was now out of their hair, however, the alligator was still making life difficult for the couple. It got into their box of Diet Coke and made a mess of the garage. The couple said it was an inconvenience because they were preparing for an upcoming party and had some drinks saved for the occasion. Here's another quote from Karen. There was Diet Coke spewing everywhere in the garage. Because the gator was obviously interested, it tore open the box, had a few cans, probably thought it was beer maybe, I don't know. People have sent me texts and emails. Gator girl, they're calling me. They have all these comments, They're writing me going, crikey, mate. What a great birthday present, Yeah. You'll be happy to know that this Diet Coke infused alligator has been safely relocated by Ray the Trapper. Good job, Ray. Call Ray now if you'd like him to bring over an alligator for your gender reveal party. Got an alligator in my backyard and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Got an alligator in my patio and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Had an alligator at my birthday party and nobody cared. Nobody cared. Had an alligator in the front seat of my Volkswagen and nobody cared, 'cause it's Florida. Alligators everywhere and nobody cares. In Florida there's alligators everywhere and nobody cares. Bring the noise! Hi everybody, this is Jonesy, your trusty host and producer of Florida Fridays. Yes, and I gotta tell you, I really appreciate you joining me for this episode. And I appreciate all of you who sent me Florida stories. I got a lot of links, and it was extremely helpful. There's a lot of stories this week. It was tough to choose. I had a good time. I hope you're having a lovely weekend, by the way, or you had one, or you're about to have one, because I don't know when you're listening to this episode. But it's around the weekend, I assume. So enjoy. And if you'd like to call the show, 646-450-2012, or you can email me anytime, funnyjones@gmail.com, or follow me on the Instagram @funnyjones if you want to see what I'm up to this weekend. You can say hello as well. I'll write you back. I love interactions. I want to give thanks to Christina Ford from Kentucky. She sent me a nice birthday package with some treats inside. Some treats, yeah. Some booze and some chocolates. I can't ask for more in life, booze and chocolates. She gave me a little birthday card, too. She wrote, Jonesy, sending you lots of happy birthday vibes from the Bluegrass State. From the land of the fastest 2 minutes in sports, I hope you enjoy some of the Derby in Los Angeles. You said you like Bailey's. Hopefully this bourbon cream will change your mind on the better product. We keep a large bottle in our fridge year-round. And thanks for being weird. Happy birthday. Your Kentucky friend, Christina Ford. Yeah, she sent me some little bottles of booze, one of which is this bourbon cream. It looks amazing. Yes, and I'm going to be putting that in my coffee, I think. That seems like a good coffee addition. I could be wrong, but let me know otherwise, Christina. How do you take it? You send me an email. We email back and forth, by the way. We want to email you, Jonesy. How? Oh, it's easy. funnyjones@gmail.com, in case you're wondering. Yeah, we can email back and forth. It's fun. Anyways, I'm going to enjoy this. I already ate the chocolate-covered cherries, also known as cordials or cordials. I don't know how you say it. I love them, by the way. I've always loved chocolate-covered cherries. I have no idea why, but I've just always loved them. I've also liked mint with chocolate. Anything with mint and chocolate is just something I've always gravitated towards. Like Andes candies, grasshopper cookies. Of course, the famous mint chocolate Girl Scout cookies. Love. And like Trader Joe's has one of my favorite treats. They're these tiny little ice cream sandwiches that are chocolate with mint ice cream inside. All day, baby. All day. Anyways, this was a lovely episode, by the way. I had a great time with it. And I want to thank you for being with me. And if you'd like to support the show by joining the Patreon, I've been putting up a lot of content in there, including the call for questions, because I'm going to do another Q&A video. You better believe it. Those are always fun because my patrons ask me very, very personal, weird questions, which is always entertaining. And my responses are usually pretty entertaining as well. I like to think. Anyways, I have no shortage of jokes about my ridiculous life, so I share them on those videos. Patreon.com/WeirdAFNews. Join it over the weekend. Consider it. You can also download the Patreon app on your smartphone and just do a search for Weird AF News. Or go to weirdafnews.com and click on the Patreon banner. All right. I hope all is well in your life. Good luck with it.